Hi girls, how's it going?
Hi, I'm fine. Normal.
Thanks, me too. Before starting our lesson, I'd like to ask you a very simple question. Who can tell me what are we doing right now?
We are teaching and we are
And we are having an English lesson. You know that English is a very important language all around the world. But do you know how many people all around the world use this language, speak this language?
No, I don't know.
You? Nobody knows. I think it's not a problem. But if you don't know, I would like to inform you. And I know that 1.5 billion people around the world use this language. And to make it clear in your mind, I would like to write this sentence on the board so that you can see this. What's our sentence? 1.5 billion people speak English. Now, at this point, I need the help of one of you. And who would like to be a volunteer? None of you? Who wants to be? Yes, come here, please. Yeah, come here, please. And you know that in our previous lessons we learned parts of sentences. Do you remember them?
Yes.
Which parts of sentences do you know?
Subject, object, and verb.
Verb, subject, object, predicate, adverb, modifier. But in this case, we need only subject, object, and predicate, which is verb. And what you are going to do, I think you don't know, you will define the parts of sentences. You will underline them. Okay, you can use this. Is she right?
Yes.
No, I think no.
Can you correct her mistake? Come here. Take your place.
I think that 1.5 billion people is
the subject of the sentence. Speak is right. And English is object of the sentence. Okay, thanks. Take your place. Now, let me write it. This is, as you said, our subject. This is our predicate. Or we can also say this is verb. And this is our object of the sentence. Do you know what is the role of subject in the sentence? The role of subject. Subject is the doer of the action. And what is the role of verb? Verb is action, as I said. This is action, and object is recipient. Recipient is subject is performing the action. Action is itself, which is being done, and recipient is the face on which the action is being done. And here I would like to teach you a grammar which is called passive voice. How do we form passive voice? We put to be, then we add verb 3. Do you know what is verb 3? I told you when we learned irregular verbs. Verb 3, we have a regular verb table, list of verbs. Let's say go. First, this is infinitive form go. The second is went. Then third form is gone. Yeah. And sometimes we also call this past participle, but in modern English they like to say verb 3. So how do we form passive voice? I think you don't know this. But now I will make a little bit change in our sentence.
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You told about irregular verbs, but
Yeah.
what about regular?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I explained to you irregular verbs, but I forgot to say the structure of regular. If it is regular verb, we just take verb plus ed. Later in my examples, I will make it clear for you. So what I wanted to do, I will put the word English, which is the object of our sentence. In the first place, English is spoken by how many people? 1.5 billion people. So, what was my purpose in doing this? To teach you a new grammar. Now I will myself, I don't need your help, I will do it myself. English became subject, spoken is again action, and 1.5 billion people became object. We made a slight change in our sentence. And what is the tense of this sentence? Tense. Present, past, future.
Present simple.
It is present simple or past?
Present.
Speak, yeah, present simple. Don't be confused. And what is the tense of this sentence? English is spoken by. It is? Yeah, it is again present simple. Don't be confused, be confident. It's again present simple. So when we put it is in active voice and it became the second sentence, it is in passive voice. When we change active voice sentence into passive voice sentence, our tense doesn't change, but the only thing that changes is our voice. So how do we make it? I explained to you. You see, to be, then our verb 3. Here we don't have ed because it is not regular, but it is irregular verb. And if it is present simple, which is our topic today, we use am, is, are. Forms of to be. But if it is past simple, how will we make it? We'll say was
And verb.
were, again plus verb 3 or plus ed. Okay. Now you can take notes of it because I'm going to expand my explanation. Take notes, please. Now I kept this sentence on the board because here the verb is irregular, but as Jala asked me, what about regular verbs? I would like to write one sentence with regular verbs. But before that, I have a question. You know that our air, our environment is very polluted. And what is the reason of it? There are many reasons for this. What are some reasons for this? I forgot. You're so silent. What pollutes air?
For example, smoke of the factory, car.
Another reason? Can be
Rubbish.
What else? Maybe the main reason for air pollution, yes, are cars, factory. I will write cars. Cars pollute the air. Is it an active voice or passive voice? If it starts with subject, it means it is active voice? No, it doesn't show. We cannot know from this if the sentence starts with subject, if it is passive or inactive. You should pay attention to the verb, of course. So this is in active voice, as you said. I will put this sentence into passive voice. Cars. Yeah? Am I right?
No.
The air? Yes, I will start with the air. Because if it is passive voice, we take object and we make it subject. The air is it is singular. Polluted
By cars.
By cars, let's say every day. Hanum, you said by. Why did you say by? What is the role of by here?
Because
You said but you don't know why. Yeah. We use by to show the agent, the doer of the action. What is the doer of the action? Cars. And do we always know what is the doer of the action?
no, always.
Sometimes we can know, but sometimes we cannot know. What is the role of using passive voice? Do you know? You probably don't know because it's a new topic for you. We use passive voice to emphasize our object. In other words, to show that our object is more important than the subject. It means subject is less important than object, and we want to emphasize it to make it stronger. But sometimes we don't have subject, sometimes we have our doer of the action. In this case, we have the doer of the action. But if we don't have the doer of the action, I have another example for you. The test was administered. Do we have the agent, the doer of the action?
No.
Do we have? No. The test was administered means students had some exam, had some tests, and who did this? We don't know. So here we don't know who is the doer of the action, but in this case we know that air is polluted by cars. Okay. I can give you another example. Rana, what's your favorite song? You don't have a favorite song? Hannah?
My favorite song is Havana.
Havana?
Yes.
Is Havana a song or a singer? I forget you.
Perfect to me.
Perfect to me. Who sings this song?
Anna Maria.
Anna Marie, Perfect to me?
Yes.
Yeah. Anne-Marie sings the song Perfect to Me. So, who sings this song? Anne-Marie. We can say the song Perfect to Me is
Song.
sing, sang, sung, irregular. Is sung by Anne-Marie. So, do you have any questions about passive voice?
No.
Now let's practice it a little more. Now we are going to have some pair work. You have a photo of some inventions, YouTube and vaccines you have, but as you see here, look at this, as you see here we have some words which are not in correct order, and so what you are going to do is to put these words into correct order to make sentences. So you have 2 minutes for doing this. Start please. Now let's start from you. Can you read your sentence? And did you notice anything in these sentences? What are the tenses of these sentences?
Yes. Present simple.
Only present simple?
No, it's also past simple.
We have both past simple and present simple. And in yours?
Past simple and present.
Past simple and present simple. Can you read your sentence?
Yes. 3 friends in California started the site in 2000.
Okay, come to the board please and write your sentence.
Can I take paper?
Yes, if you don't remember, you can take. Three friends in California started the site in 2005. What is the voice of this sentence? Not tense voice. Active or passive?
Active?
Yes, it is active or passive?
Yeah.
Active. Now, what you're going to do, your task is to change it into passive voice. Right, please. Can you read your sentence?
Yeah. The site is started in 2005 by 3 friends in California.
The site is started in 2005.
But it's wrong, I think, because it's
What is
a
wrong?
past.
Yeah, it's past simple, but she used
Was wrong.
is. Why did you use past simple? May you make it?
Was.
Yes. Fine. The site was started in 2005. And why didn't she use were?
Because it's
The site is singular. Okay, take your place now. You, Shana, come here. You'll write your own sentence. Can you read your sentence?
Now users upload over 48 hours of videos onto the site every minute.
So your task is
Change.
to change it into a passive voice. Now please your sentence.
Over 48 hours of videos onto the site are uploaded by users
Every minute. Or 48 hours of videos. It is plural, so we use are uploaded. Perfect. Now our second group who wants to be first. Yes, you can come. Write your sentence. You're welcome. It's save countless. Can you write T here? T. It saves countless lives every year. It saves. It saves. Saves. Countless lives every year. No, we have already written countless. Now what are you writing? Countless. Yeah. Are saved.
I think like it's easier if you have something
First she wrote are saved. Later she changed her mind and wrote were saved. Every year. It happens every year. It didn't happen some years ago, last year. Every year. So it is better to write are. Don't be confused. Now our last person. Your sentence. And what's your invention? Vaccines? Yes.
First, many people believe that artificial fluoridation
Can you read your sentence?
Yes, Edward Jenner invented vaccine.
Edward Jenner invented vaccine. Now change it into passive.
Next. Teacher? You did it a lot? Fine. Right now, you are busy. You are very slow.
Read, please.
The vaccine was invented by Edward Jenner.
Is it right? Yes. I think she hasn't got any mistake. Okay, take your place. Now what are we going to do? We are going to listen to a recording about some inventions. We discussed YouTube and vaccines, and now we are going to listen to another listening. But before this, I'd like to hand out your papers. Here, you have some tasks. In the first task, you will write yourself the answers, but in the second task, you have variants A, B, C, D, and you will circle the correct variant. Take, please. Now let's get started.
Writing ball. The writing ball was invented in 1865 by Rasmus Malling Hansen from Denmark. It was a machine for typing onto paper. Malling Hansen spent a long time working on the design. For example, he made sure all the keys were placed in the best positions for typing quickly.